So, guys, hello and welcome back again. So, another Nigerian brother have been jailed in the US for what? For long term, like years of long romance scam. I was actually watching a video on Instagram a few days ago where an elderly Oyibo woman was sitting. They were like, I think they were like in a canteen or something, and a young African man. So I'm not sure if he's a Nigerian or not, but it was a darker skinned person. And looking at that woman and the guy is much younger, and the guy was proposing to the woman, to the Oyibo woman. And in the comment section, I was like, don't say yes, so come and see how some people came for me. What if it is a genuine love? What stupid genuine love? Look, if I find that video, guys, I will share it at some point with you guys, okay? I was like, what stupid genuine love is that? Looking at that Oyibo woman, she'll probably be in like 50 something or maybe early 60s or late 50s. And the boy kneeling down with his fake cheap ring, looking at him, it probably won't be about 20 something. Why am I dropping this video? Because yes, scam, romance. We're still talking about that American Chinese woman that was sharing her news with you weeks, a few days ago, who claimed that a certain Igbo Nigerian guy married her, scammed her of £80,000. I'm going to put a screenshot of that video here so you can go and find it on my channel. So why am I here again today? I'm here again because another Nigerian brother has been arrested and jailed, possibly jailed in the US for what? For all the years that he has been committing romance scam. So let me share my screen with you. So I hope you guys can see my screen. So according to where the report is from, so the news is from the department, let me scroll that, is from the United States Attorney's Office, Eastern District of Louisiana. See all this news that I bring to you about Nigerians being arrested in the US. This is a website that actually publishes all of those news. So the news today that I'm sharing with you says here that Nigerian citizen guilty of years-long romance scam that victimized multiple United States citizens. So you can see there it was released on the 28th of August. That was about a few days ago. And let's read it together, okay? I hope you guys can read. If not, you can, from the names, I'll try and pop the name on the screen here so you can go and read it at your own pace. So I'm going to read it here just to let you know that Nigerian boys, Nigerian guys they are not taking it easy on this talk of scamming Oyibo women, on this talk of scamming Oyibo women that has money. So when I was talking about that video earlier on, that I saw a video of where one small boy was proposing to an Agbalagba Oyibo woman, and people came in the comments bashing their mother, not me. This is like what like anyway. Let's read the news as it is. So it says here, New Orleans, acting U.S. Attorney Michael M. Simpson announced that Daniel Chima Nweregbu, age 40, a citizen of Lagos, Nigeria, pled guilty on the 21st of August this year before United States District Judge Nanette Jolivet Brown to two of the counts pending against him, including conspiracy to commit mail fraud, wire fraud, and using an assumed name to commit a mail fraud scheme. So that is using multiple different names in violation of Title 18 United States Codes Section 1341, 1342, 1343, and 1349, count one, and conspiracy to commit money laundering in violation of Title 18 United States Code, in violation of Title 18 United States Code. They must have repeated that, because why am I repeating that twice? Section 1956 8. All of the numbers are there. So Nweregbu's plea stemmed from his role in a lengthy romance scam targeting American citizens. So according to court documents, a, in quote, romance scam was a confidence scheme in which the perpetrator feigned romantic intentions towards a victim, gained their affection, and they always go for Agbalagba Oyinbo women. That's who they always go for. They don't always go for the younger one, because the younger ones are smarter. They will be able to identify that this is a romance scam. So all these fraudsters, all these romance scam lovers, they don't always go for younger women, younger American. They go for older, elderly American women. So they will start by gain their affection and use the victim's goodwill to commit fraud. These fraudulent acts might involve such acts as obtaining access to the victim's money, bank accounts, credit cards, passport, email accounts, or national identification numbers, convincing the victim to transmit things of value to the perpetrator or is witting or unwitting co-conspirators, or even inducing the victim to unintentionally commit or participate in the commission of financial fraud against third parties on behalf of the perpetrator. Ah, guy, I can't speak English today. Anyway, between at least July 1st, 2017 and December 16, 2018, Nweregbu and his co-conspirators, that is not be only him they work with, he was working with other people, devised and operated a romance scam whereby they sought to obtain money and property from multiple American women, including four victims, by means of false and fraudulent representations and promises. Yeah, promises of I love you, you're the only apple in my cupboard, you're the only cockroach in my basket, you're the only whatever ointment in my oil. Yes, fake promises that they will get your money and they will run off. Anyway, specifically, Nweregbu and his co-conspirators created profiles on social media and online dating sites using the alias Larry Farm, purportedly a middle-aged male, to attract middle-aged female victims. The co-conspirators, including Nweregbu, used online messaging platforms and email to contact victims, introduce themselves, and appeal to victims in quote longing for companionship. Yes, now the victim with it, that's the way they come. Asking people who are asking for companionship on this dating site, those are the people they target. If the victim responded favorably, Nweregbu and his co-conspirators began to cultivate a romantic relationship that emotionally attached the victims to Larry Farm. Once the relationship was established, the defendant and his co-conspirators, posing as Larry Farm, requested victims send them money under various scams and ruses to domestic bank accounts they opened and managed. Nweregbu's scheme resulted in actual and intended losses to the victims of over 405,000 US dollars. Hey, bele, bele. Wow, wow, wow. Thereafter, Nweregbu and his co-conspirators laundered the funds by conducting financial transactions using the proceeds of their wire and mail fraud scheme, designed in whole or in part to conceal and disguise the nature, location, source, ownership, and control of the proceeds by directing the victims' funds through intermediaries. So now, what kind of jail time sentences does Nweregbu carry? That is, the amount of years is going to be going to rub his nose on metal bars, rubbing his nose on a metal bar. How long is he going to do that for? So Nweregbu faces up to 20 years in prison, up to 3 years of supervised release, and up to a fine of 250,000 US dollars as to count one. He faces up to 20 years in prison, up to 3 years of supervised release, and up to a fine of $500,000 as to count 12. He also faces payment of a $100 mandatory special assessment fee per count. Sentencing before Judge Brown has been scheduled for December 4, 2025. So it's not until December 2025 that we will know if he's actually going up for 20 years or looking at the it might probably be there for about maybe 7, 8 years, probably. Okay, I'm not a court judge, so yeah. Acting U.S. Attorney Simpson praised the work of the FBI in investigating this matter and expressed appreciation for the great support provided by the USA Department of Justice Office of International Affairs and the United States Department of State. Assistant United States Attorney Jordan J. Ginsburg, Chief of the Public Integrity Unit, is in charge of the prosecution. So that's that news there, as you guys can see. So Nweregbu defrauded people with mail, going to dating sites, claiming to be different names. They'll probably use a fake profile, and then they will use it to go and be searching for. I've never been on dating apps, but I've seen examples of people who are on dating apps. Some of them are on dating apps asking for companionship. So people like that have profiles like companionship, those are their targets. So like, please, please, like I said, if God so help you that you leave Nigeria and you now find yourself in a diaspora country and you now think that fraud is what you should continue to do, Omo, you need to go and get your head washed in River Jordan, because God help you carry you comot for where you dey. I don't know whatever circumstances you might have left Nigeria, but you now find yourself in the USA or in the UK or in Canada or somewhere that you know that your life expectancy, that your life will be better, and you now resort to committing fraud. Omo, you are on a long thing. Now they've not given us pictures, but I'm some at some point I'm sure pictures will surface. If pictures surface, I'll put it somewhere in this video. If not, I'm gonna have to make up a picture for him. And also warning to all the people who are on dating apps. Please, maybe just go on a private, have a private profile. And I'm sure there are some profiles that is not open to just anybody. Okay, I'm sure there's some profile that you can set to private, or that you can set to that not everybody is going to be able to have access to your profile. And again, for me, maybe I'm old school. I don't really believe on finding love or finding companionship on dating app. Socialize, go out to clubs, go out shopping. You can never tell, you don't even have to spend money when you go shopping. Go window shopping. You can meet people, go out on trips, go on walks, go on, do some walking, do like that, some other avenues that at which you can actually socialize and meet people. But for me, I'm a no fan of dating apps. I'm not a fan of that, and to me, I don't even think it's safe, because somebody you're chatting on social media, how certain are you that that person is who they claim to be? In this case of Ingwede, and also, and I think people that are falling into things like this, there are lots of avenues, there are lots of resources on social media and even in your state to advise you, to warn you if something is too good to be true. So please don't let us ignore all of these warnings. Guys, leave your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Like I said, yes, this is another Nigerian that's actually put another tab on the negative things they've been saying about Nigerians in diaspora. For me, I am a hardworking Nigerian, and when I see a Nigerian abroad behaving badly, trust me, I will call them out, name them, and shame them. This is my own way of ensuring that Nigeria is better. It's not that when you come abroad, you come and come and rubbish and tarnish the image of the good law-abiding Nigerians as compared to you know being back home. So I would imagine he finishes jail term. He's going to get sentenced in December of this year. He finishes his jail term sentence and they will deport him back to Nigeria. That is what I want to happen to him. With that being said, guys, leave your thoughts and opinion in the comment section as always. If you've watched this video till now and if not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to like, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe if you've not yet done so, turn on your post notification, share this video, and do not hesitate to join my membership, and I shall catch up with you in another video. Do not commit fraud in diaspora. I have warned you as a good sister. See you later. Bye.